you don't know. But I digress. It's easier to assume, man. Like, you know, you just think you know and you don't. And so it could be detrimental if you do that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's my you know, ending. Like, it'll be detrimental if you do. If you just keep assuming things about me and you ain't asked me, and especially in the dating phase, you can develop a whole different character of me that's not even true. And start having this, and start having, you know, red flags on me with inaccurate information.
Ay, ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like Coda on me like a referee. Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, short shape like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lane with, but you a broke. low class, no cash, certified lame. I'ma get into it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell him I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about 8 figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look. They talking like they don't know a king when they see one. See him in person, he take it back like a refund. Ballin' with my brothers, all my playing D1. Daily checking chicken, he gon' spin it watching reruns. Say they real, but they clones of me. How my cousin in the pen with more phones than me. I got daily correspondence, we tapping in with the Goonies. Tatted tagging my body, they tagging me like they knew me. They actually living goofy, I'm tagging the flicking flexing the muscle like penitentiary Gucci. Been addicted to Stussy and hitting like roofies. I ain't tripping off you cause I been tripping off Lucy. I'm lucid dreaming and scheming, I'm manifesting a movie. Manuscripting a million, I thought that you knew me. Focusing on the Fetty, the longevity, lifestyle. Build a future me, what I'm usually doing right now. Smoking with my shawty, we plotting another 100 grand. Hear them talk a lot, but they knowin' who got the upper hand. Ride about my sister, I'm dying about my brother, man. Leaning out the window, we got him doing the running man. Smoking with my shawty, we plotting another 100 grand. Hear them talk a lot, but they knowin' who got the upper hand. Slide by my sister, I'm dying about my brother, man. Currency from Europe, my energy from the motherland. Tweet a lot, we never seen him in the city though. Taking rent money out to flash it in the video. Staring at the real when they know it hurt, man. Coop clean, Glock 30, dirty as your work hands. I just got a pallet of product, I'm about to flip it. I don't really got all the minutes for me to kick it. Bought my chick a LLC, we bout to scale it. Partner say he growing some, I told him mail it. Coolin' with my man, he kinda mama by the ocean. Only problem that we got is running out of lotion. Get into the chicken, let a black man live. I got more rolls on me than a fat man ribs. Never met a single that'll make me feel fear. They be throwing salt in the game, we still here. We don't hear the that he saying, he think it means something. All the players ballin', we blue chippin', we green thumbin'. Smoking with my shawty, we plotting another 100 grand. Oh God. Hear them talk a lot, but they knowin' who got the upper hand. Slide, slide. Ride about my sister, I'm dying about my brother, man. Slide, slide. Leaning out the window, we got him doing the running man.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Mailroom Show. Yeah. It's my job to introduce the crew. Here we go. Yeah. We got my man Rollo. We got my man JB and Jet. And I'm your chef, Tay Business. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. What up, though? What up, though?
Yes, sir.
What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Y'all good, man?
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Mailroom Show, everybody. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Yo, hey, man. We got the crew at the building, man. Hold on. Sabrina said, don't forget to share the live, hit the like button, and subscribe to the Mailroom Show. You know what I'm saying? She said, good afternoon to everyone. Shamika Price is in the building. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Lena's in the building. Good afternoon. Oh, Miss Smiley in the building. Good evening, everyone. My man Jacques, what's good, y'all? My man Jacques Love, what's good? Hey, yo, Jacques, man, I appreciate you, dog. I love you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support, bro. Those of you that don't know, man, this young man has a streaming channel called For the Dub Gaming, and go ahead and subscribe to his channel. But this man represents us on his stream all the time. All the time. So, Jock, we appreciate you, man. You got the big channel. We appreciate the love from the small guys, man. Thank you so
much, man. We appreciate that, Jock.
Sean Tillman is in the building, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Moderators in the building. Hey, everybody in the building today. That's what's up, man. Hey, come on in. Big Cal in the building.
Big Cal in the building. What up,
Cal? What up, dog?
Yeah.
What up,
dog? Cal?
Everybody, welcome to the Mailroom Show. We are here again to discuss some modern day society topics. And
we're gonna go ahead and take my intro, huh? We're gonna go ahead and just steal my intro.
I didn't take nothing. I don't know what's going on with you, but I ain't taking anything.
you squeezed a little bit out of the intro.
I didn't do anything. I was about to go into my funny until you interrupted me. I got you. Jack Love said I got you. That's what's up.
Jay heard it. That's why he laughed.
How y'all fellas doing today, man? Y'all all right?
We good, bro.
Y'all good? All right. So before we get into the show, we're gonna go ahead and start it off with a little bit of the funny. You know how we do. All right. So my man right here, dog, you know, he described, you know, getting married in a wedding in a different type of way, opposed from the women to the men. And let's figure out what he think about. Let's go. Let's do this.
What scares me the most about marriage is the fact that men and women don't even look at marriage the same way. When women talk about marriage, it's a happy occasion. I'm getting married, I got my ring, I got my colors picked out, I got 4 of my fat friends to stand next to me. It's gonna be a beautiful day. No, their dress is ugly, mine is pretty. But it's not the same for the men. When men talk about marriage with our friends, it sounds like something you get diagnosed with. Did you hear what happened to Charles? No, what? He's getting married. No! I just seen him last week. When did he find out? She told him yesterday at dinner. Is there anything that we could do for him? No, the invitations already went out. There's nothing we can do.
Yo, shout out to my man, dog. Yo, man. Hey, man, that dude is hilarious. He said, yo, he said, did you hear what happened to Charles? I just saw him last week. Lena cracking up, man. Hey, that was hilarious, dog. First of all, shout out to JB the Gent, man, because he actually sent me this funny. You sent me this funny, bro, in the Instagram. Man, you sent it to me a couple weeks ago, but I saved it, bro. I saved it because I'm like, this is hilarious because it kind of goes with the main topic, but we gonna get into that later. Hey, yo, Sabrina, everybody laughing at it, dog. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. Hey, Rollo, it's on you, baby.
Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to everybody in the comments, in the chats. Welcome to the MALEROOM show, man. We love and appreciate y'all for being here. Like Tay said at the beginning, man, not only are y'all tapping into the comments, man, y'all are just tapping in with us in general, man. We have grown immensely in this season, man. So just thank y'all so much, man. We see the love, we feel the love, and we're gonna keep it moving. You know what it is. So once again, we have come together, conversation and camaraderie, me and my brethren, to discuss topics so relevant in today's society. We're happy to have y'all here. We're going to rock out today. We got a really good show for you. So we hope y'all enjoy yourselves, sit back, relax, and watch us work. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, as we
embark
on another round table that has turned into the MALEROOM show, my brothers, let us never, ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Salute.
Salute,
baby.
Oh man, great show today. My brothers and I have some really good topics today.
Sure.
And we're just gonna chop it up, man, and we hope that y'all are willing to engage with us today. So we're gonna dive into the first one. First topic of the day is choosing to be single in today's society more mental or emotional? Is choosing to be single in today's society more mental or emotional?
If I can ask, man, break that down for us a little bit. What do you mean by that? What do you think?
Yeah, so I think you get to a certain point in your life where, I mean, everybody, I think we've all been there. I know us three have been there, where you just feel that there's in this time period, it's better for you to be by yourself. It's better for you to work on yourself. It's better for you to not be with anyone. The thing is, I think some people, when they make the choice, it's always not in a conscious state of mind. And sometimes it is. You know, sometimes you're really doing it for a purpose. Sometimes you're doing it for a concrete purpose where it's really going to turn out positive for yourself. And sometimes it's a knee-jerk reaction, and you just say, "The hell with everybody. I'm doing me. Forget this dude. Forget this female." And I think there's two different ways. I mean, I think there's two different ways of going into it, and there's two different ways of thinking about it, whether it be mental or emotional. So, you know, everybody's been in that phase where they want to be by themselves, but are you doing it? Is it really something that you think about that's better for you, or is it a knee-jerk reaction to something that happened? Because I think if it's a knee-jerk reaction, there's not going to be any good results. Okay, because I think if you're emotional about being single, you really want to be with somebody, but you shut yourself off to the potential. You know what I mean? So, and even if you get, and then I think that phase can end a little bit quicker. Whether if it's mental, it's almost like having a blueprint of what you feel you need to accomplish before you're ready to put yourself back out there. But you're clear. This is where you want to be. Another thing I thought about though, and I think y'all might agree, your mental state, if it's a healthy mental state, will help you make better will help you better control your emotions and make better decisions based off your emotions. So even if the reason why you want to be single is emotional, you're looking at it in a space where I can't afford to feel this way right now. It's not good for me. So I'm going to take this step back because you really thought, okay, I can't afford to be in this emotional state of mind. I can't be reacting like this right now. So what I need to do is sit back and just be by myself until I figure this out. That's not a knee-jerk reaction to me. That's logical. It's coming from an emotion, but you took that emotion and you processed it in a conscious standpoint.
Okay. All right, I get the gist of the question now. Tell you, I don't know if you was gonna say anything. I'm sorry. I was just saying. All right. Well, in today's society, okay, I see that's a part of the question. That should be a definite factor in this because society evolved into something different, especially if you're of age around late 30s, 40s, 50s even. You know what I mean? Yeah, society is different. The camaraderie and the you know what I'm saying, and the relationship as a whole, you know what I'm saying, the morality in all of that has changed. So I can understand, you know what I'm saying, that being in the question, that makes sense. But choosing to be single, is it more of a mental or emotional thing? For me, I would change a little bit of this question though. I will say, is it more logical than emotional? You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about mental, we're talking about the ability to think about it. So the ability to ration and think about the way you feel about the subject is more of a logical standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So I would say rather logical than emotional, because emotional is just your feelings and you moving off of that, right? So that's how I decipher the differences. Choosing to be single more logical than emotional is it's the individual, subjective, like Tay used to always say. That's why, I'll be use that. You know what I'm saying? It is subjective to the individual. The reason I say that is because some people think that they're making that decision logically, but they're making that decision emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And what that is the inability to look within yourself to find out why these situations happen the way they do with you, or why you pick the people that you choose, why you deal with the people that you choose, why, you know what I'm saying? All that list, that internal self-reflective list, people don't then have a tendency to do. They just look at the aftermath of the last situation or the consequence of the current situation and then flip because of their emotional tangent about it. Like, this ain't working before, this ain't working now, so screw it. I'm just gonna be single. That's an emotional reaction to the events that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? If somebody took the time to figure out, and I talked about this in the last session, if somebody took the intermission between people to be like, okay, what happened in that scenario that I don't want to deal with, that I need to prevent in the next one? What do I need to do for that? Or what do I need to fix about me as I keep getting the same recurring issue about the same people I date? What do I have to fix? What is the common denominator? What is the factor? You know what I'm saying? Like, all that is self-reflective, all that is work, all that is the logical step in choosing to be single. Now, if you're going that way and choose to be single, then that makes sense. That means you got work to do. But some people choose that emotionally, thinking that, and you can tell how people choose it emotionally if you're in conversations with men and women, vice versa, or whatever the case may be, and you ask the other person, man or woman, and they be like, I choose to be single, I'm just being single right now, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? And then the reason why they say it is because of the people. That's emotional. That's a key identity to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I was gonna kind of. My bad.
Yeah.
I
was just saying that's the key. You know what I'm saying? That's the key indicator of people not doing the work within themselves to find out what is that issue that happened between them. You know what I'm saying? If they say anything else internally about, okay, maybe I need to fix, or maybe I need to think about how I'm dating, or maybe I need to change, even choosing different type of people to date, like, even that is a step toward logically being single or logically thinking about their dating scheme. But some people just be doing that and they blame it on the people. You know what I'm saying? They always have this victimizing speech about why they go through what they go through. You know what I'm saying? So I think choosing to be single in today's society, I think it should be more logical, but people choose the emotional, reaction and thinking that is logical. And you need to figure that out. That's just me.
You mentioned men and women, and I was gonna kind of go into that, and like in the question it says in today's society. So what I've found in today's society, if I'm talking to a man, and he says, I'm just, if you get into a conversation about women and relationships and stuff, a lot of us will say, I'm just doing me, or I just don't need that right now, and that's it. So there's no explanation, there's no deeper thought into it. So it's almost like, okay, that's what you get. So you assume that, okay, that's just where his head is at. But from observing women in today's society, if you get into a conversation with them about that, it's I'm just tired of dudes, or I'm just doing me. You just feel there's something else behind it. You just feel it. You just feel there's something else behind it outside of them just saying that. You know what I mean? Or they'll say it, they'll cut the conversation off and move on. Or later down the line, like if you're still in conversation with her, y'all could end up talking about something else, and then somehow that question will come up again. And why you ask me that? What you mean? Like, it's so you feel there's something behind it. So
I think and real quick, just to add on, I think if you're in the situation of being the person that's dating that type of person, or even a friend that's trying to, trying to be there for you, y'all just having this random conversation about dating, and they say that, like, that is it's a cop out on emotional, and it's a cop out on feelings. That I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to tell you the real thing. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because they don't want to tell themselves the real issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would push the envelope and say, you know what I'm saying, most of the time, you know what I'm saying, if you get a vague answer like that, it's because they haven't done, you know what I'm saying, the investigation themselves, and they don't know what to tell you, or they're not telling you as they know what the issue is, and they just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a friend or a date, in the dating scheme, if you really care about the person, or if you're dating that person, that's when the vetting process initiates for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, especially if I'm dating this woman, she say that, I'm gonna be like, okay, so, you know what I'm saying, what happened? I'm always asking about what happened previously, and I said this all the time. I'm always asking about what happened previously, because I want to see your thought process. I want to see how you got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to. And usually the moves, you see it in the evidence of how they moved in their past relationship, and the way they think currently as to why they made the decisions about being single or what the case may be. But that's coming from if you're dating that person or if you have an advice. If you just in a random conversation, it's like, all right, well, it is what it is. Do your thing. But you know what I'm saying? If you're in that inner circle, then that's when the vetting process starts for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why? Like, but well, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me though. Tay, you can have it. I'm sorry.
No, you good. So when I hear people say I'm single by choice, what I hear them saying is, I don't think anything is wrong with me. I think the problem is everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they do that is because of what you said. It's about the fact that, let's be real, man. I'm about to keep it real. A lot of people don't think that they need help. A lot of people think, like, my last relationship didn't work out, and the reason why it didn't work out is because of that person, like you said. And that's the reason why they keep going off this I'm single by choice campaign. They're campaigning it as if they have some type of control. When you don't. You're only responding to the outcome you didn't like. That's why you're single by choice. You didn't like the outcome you liked the last time. So now you're going to say you're single by choice to make it seem like you have some type of provocation over your own situation, and you don't. You need help. You need a surgeon to get that tumor out. You need help. In today's society, that's exactly what that is. It's all emotion. It's no mental. They're emotionally responding to the outcome they didn't like. So they're going to say, I'm single by choice, because everybody says they're single by choice. So I'm going to say the same thing because what they said resonates with me. Yeah, I'm single by choice too because men lie, men cheat, men is women lie, women. No, man, it's you.
Numbers
is definitely you. It's you based on what you allowed to happen and based on what you participated in. It's you.
Yeah.
You don't get no sympathy from me if you allow threesome in your relationship. You're not single by choice. You single by threesome. You mad because somebody broke the rules. Yeah, man. We be BSing, bro. Like real talk. And the problem, we BS a lot, you know. And this society, what it does, it encourages the BS. Then we try to. Then what happens? This is how they encourage it. They do it scientifically. They be like, you know what? Biologically, a man is not capable of committing. That's bull. That's bull. Yeah. So that means no one is capable of doing what they supposed to do. So that means that everybody is subject to. No, we're susceptible to certain things, but everybody don't operate the same way. We're not a monolith, as they say. We're not. You know damn well that as soon as you provided some perversion in your relationship, that you knew that there was a possibility that your man would smash that girl that y'all was both smashing. You knew there was a possibility that he would do it alone. You know why? Because he would do it alone. We have relationships. We talking about today's society. I want to keep my relationship spicy. So I'm going to bring another chick in my relationship so that way I can keep it fresh and exciting, whatever. But he better not do that over there, though. He better not go on the other side and do that without me. Otherwise, he's cheating. You sound backwards. You sound totally backwards. The bottom line is this, dog. You're single by the result that you had from the last relationship you was in. That's why you single. And this emotional campaign about, oh, I'm single because of whatever. No. You're realizing that you need some help. So now you have to stop. You have to stop and really sit down and rest in your help that you need. You can rest. She said, or you can just not want to learn a new person all over again. That's true too. But at the end of the day, it still resides within you. Why don't you want to learn a new person all over again? Because you don't want to duplicate the result you had last time. The outcome you had last time, you don't want to duplicate. You don't want to resonate with that.
I agree with that. If that's a premature thought, then that's exactly what that is.
You said what now?
I said I agree with that. If that's the premature thought, that's exactly what that is.
Exactly. No one wants to duplicate their pain. So what they will do is reinvent themselves and say, I'm single by choice. I ain't dealt with myself. And then you meet somebody that actually combats that kind of challenges that. Then you realize you're not as well put together as you thought you was. We all have to humble ourselves on that because that's the truth. The bottom line is you're doing this emotionally. Even if you make a logical decision to break up with someone, you realize you have a reality check after the fact. The reality check always comes after the fact.
Right.
It's like, wow, I had to break up, but it still don't feel good being single. It still don't feel good being alone. All right. So what you gonna do about your alone time? You just gonna be freak of the week every week? Both men and women? Or are you gonna take the responsibility, calm down, slow down, and actually work on yourself so that way you become a better partner for somebody? Because even the things you allow shows what's internally wrong with you. You said it last week, Jay. Jay, you said it last week. You said president of this question last week. Even if the partner you had was an a-hole, why did you stay with them?
Yeah.
Some people are addicted to chaos. And in today's society, that's all we have is chaos. No form, no void. It's no type of structure. We don't like discipline. We don't like to calm down and think. We don't like to do nothing but feel everything.
We went over
And
that in
feelings
season 1.
don't mean nothing. You said what, Jay?
We went over that in season 1. I'm just gonna key that real quick.
Yeah, we
about
did.
A chaos. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You think you misinterpreted peace with chaos because you're addicted to it. You don't know how to have peace. Peace is actually quietness, being still. You can't be still. You are a restless individual. You constantly need your feelings to be felt. So that's the reason why you keep harping on being single by choice, because you need to feel like somebody feel you. Nobody feels you. We know you got an attitude problem. We know you act masculine when you try to hide it with femininity, ladies. You're single by result of who you are. Until and then once you figure that part out, because this is constant work. Once you figure that part out, then you can say, you know what? I'm ready to explore and do and be and feel and see with somebody else. You can't do it until you get you together. I talked about it yesterday on coffee. You got to deprogram. You don't think nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Hold my beer. There is something wrong with you. Look at the decisions you're making and the result of it. It's something wrong. Something ain't right. Because if everything was right, you wouldn't have this question. You wouldn't even have to say this. Single by choice. In today's society, BS.
Let me go back to something real quick. Let me go back to this statement. And it really connects with what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that people say that, you know what I'm saying, in a timing reference that they're going to take all this time to learn somebody else. But it's relevant to what we were talking about, and you referenced what I said in the previous, you know, the previous recording we had, man, the previous show. And somebody saying this, though, is somebody saying this, though, these are the same people that took the time to deal with BS in their old relationships. You dealt with all of the stuff that you dealt with, you know what I'm saying, voluntarily, you know what I'm saying, in your last relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because there's if it wasn't legal, you had option to leave. Okay, so you voluntarily dealt with that. So for somebody to say, you know, I just don't want to learn a person all over again. What about the time you took with the last person and all the trash that you dealt with? Maybe it was something in the process of dealing with that you need to reset anyway. So starting from the beginning with somebody else may be beneficial to you. But you looking at the timing, you know what I'm saying, of the appreciation of you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking you know that's a bad thing. But it's in reference of what you already done. Why wouldn't you want to clean the slate, period, between the people that you date and yourself? Clean that room too. This one. Clean that room too. And then start over. That'll be the best thing for you. But you thinking about timing and all this other type of stuff.
Because
you
we
ain't got
want
the
it quick,
patience.
Jay, you
Right.
talking about
And
being
all the
patient.
man decided.
I was
Man.
about to say that, like, that's what, and that's why people, that's why for men and women, they answer it so cool. They're not ready to deal with nothing. They answer it like Busy just said, like they, in that time, even when they talking about it and they trying to play it cool, they should be sitting themselves down. Why?
Bruh.
Why?
We not ready
so nonchalant about this?
because we not ready to deal with ourselves. That's why. We don't want to sit down with ourselves and see who we are for real.
That's it.
You
That's
know
it.
you full of shit. Let me just be
That's
real
it.
today. You know you
That's
full of
it.
shit and you know you don't want nothing, but you want to carry somebody else along because you feel something. And then when they don't get with your program, then you want to say you single by choice. No, you single by the result of who you are. Don't nobody want to deal with you because they see you for who you are. You just don't see yourself for who you are. And then you want to make it seem like it's somebody else's fault because you don't get the result you want. It's on you, player. Pop on, player. If you want to play, then let's play then. It's on you. You want to string, like we talked about a couple shows ago, you want to string 5, 6 women along? Get ready for the consequence. Get ready for the consequence then. If you that dude. If you that boy. You single by the result of who you are. Don't nobody like you like that for real. That's why they don't choose to be with you. Because they ain't feeling you like that. They like an aspect of you. They like a part of you, a substrata of you. But they don't like you as a whole individual because you're full of shit. Single by choice, my ass.
This is what it is.
Don't wear that hood no more. You scaring me, bro.
No, man, I'm in the building. I'm in the building, bro.
But
I'm in the building, man. I ain't about to sugarcoat nothing for nobody, bro. I'm in the building.
This comment by B. Hillette. Shout out to B. Hillette. We see you. This whole fear of rejection, man. That disturbs me a little bit. Like I understand. What's that of fear, bro? Like, what is
the fear of having the same outcome you had before that broke you?
It's
that's that fear. Yeah.
It hits you. Yeah, like you get rejected, it hits you. But last time I checked, you're gonna be able to wake up in the morning.
No, it ain't that easy, Rollo. It ain't that easy. When you wake up in the morning, you still gotta wake up with you. Look at what we talked about last week. Wherever you are, there you are. You got rejected because you wasn't somebody's cup of tea, and you thought you was. You thought you was all that, and you not. And it's messing with you. It's messing with your pride and your ego. It's messing with you. And we don't want to keep it real about it. We want to make it seem like it's something wrong with the dating world and stuff like that. No, there's something wrong with you too. You're in the dating world. You in there. You the one playing. You the one having casual dates, having casual sex, casual relationships, and then you get mad when you can't find the one for you. Well, how about you be a little bit more comprehensive about what you're doing and stop being so damn casual?
Hey, Lena asked you a question.
What's up? No, I ain't mad today, man. She said, "Are you mad today?"
It's the hoodie, man.
I ain't never mad. No, I'm just
I appreciate that, Lena. I was thinking the same thing. I appreciate you. I really do.
I ain't mad today.
We here with that.
Today.
We here with that.
Yeah, I'm passionate today.
I was about to ask too.
That was a really good question, Lena.
I'm passionate today. No, I'm passionate today, man. I ain't mad. I'm full of.
Hey, Sabrina had your back. Sabrina had your back. Said, "No, stay on, man.
Stay on, dog. No, I ain't mad. I'm good. I'm in the pocket right now. See, I'm a musician. I'm a drummer. I've been playing drums since I was 10, and they always tell you to stay in the pocket. That's where I'm at right now. We trying to escape this question. The reason why I'm passionate about this because I hear, especially women, I hear y'all say this all the time, and it is so much trash. Because you sound like a dude. As soon as I say why you single by choice, and then you want to prove yourself like, oh, I got several men who would love to marry me and be with me and do all that. You sound like a dude. You sound like a dude trying to be a player. And then you want to make it seem like because somebody called cap on it, now you got to prove yourself because your masculine part of you can't take it. Your ego is the masculinity of you.
Let me back you up, bro. Let me back you up. See, this is a psychological thing that the weakness, and we had a private conversation about this, so you might as well just show it out to light, right? Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's a weakness of character. Period. That to me, I'm just gonna say my opinion, just like Tay said his. That's a weakness of character. What happens when the truth get presented to you? It's that you have your own version of it, and if it's not the version of the truth,
it's not
that it's actually real and accurate. But if it's not the accurate one,
facts.
Then what you have to do, and this is supposed to be done, but people don't choose this. What you actually do and have to do is take that bull that you thought you knew and erase it. And substitute it with the truth.
Bro.
And so people with ego and pride cannot do that. That's the weakness of their character. If I tell you something about you that is plain truth, and if you don't accept it, that means you don't want to take the time to erase.
There you go.
That lie that you have about yourself.
Yes,
this is why people choose to be single. This is why people do this. You know what I'm saying? They think that they are on a certain stature, and these people that they're dating are not. But in essence, it's actually the other way around. You are not the stature you think you are, and people know it
about you. Yes,
see, that's the problem.
It about you. Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
They exposing you.
Right.
They exposing you. I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead. I just wanted to piggyback on that.
No, that's just what it is. And so I'm just talking about the psychological process when the truth is given to you. When the truth is given to you, if you sitting with your friend, like ladies talking or something, and old girl will be like, well, maybe you just choose bad men. See, that's probably the truth. Mm-hmm. And you hear that? Like, nah, that ain't right. Cause I know what I'm worth. He's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? And you go through this whole tangent, even after the conversation. You go through this whole thing. That's because you're trying to defend from the truth. You're reflecting it. Which you should have removed that lie and be humble about it and be like, you know what? Maybe my decisions are stupid. Maybe I'm looking for one distinct thing in a man and not the whole man. Maybe I am doing that.
Read this, Jay. Read this, Jay, for me one time for the one time, bro.
Humility is a superpower when people choose to tap into. It's facts. Humility is required to have emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-reflection, and accountability. Couldn't say it no other better than that, man. That's just what it is. That's
just what you said, bro.
That's what that is. And so you don't want to take accountability of the lie that you have posed up here about yourself. You deflect it.
You have told yourself.
You deflected so much. They deflected so much, bro, that they just said that's just them. Like they can't change it.
Accept me for who I am.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't change this, and I don't want to change this. So you got to accept me for who I am, dude. Yeah, I talked about this on dating after divorce episode yesterday on Coffee, episode 5. Go watch it. Okay. I said it yesterday. I said, do you have the openness? Are you ready to have the openness of thinking or having an open mind about the fact that you might be the reason why you can't get with you? It's you.
That's a hard pill to swallow, big.
That's a hard pill to swallow. When you realize, which is epiphany, which is synonymous with each other. Mm-hmm. That's where it comes from. That's where realization comes from epiphany. When it comes to that level, you like, dog, you thought you was the catch. You thought you was the catch for everybody. You thought you was a one-size-fit-all, and you're not. You're not a one-size-fit-all. You're a particular fit. You got to have a certain thing. You're not one-size-fit-all. So that's the reason why you repeat the things you do, because you don't know how to adjust. You got to have it your way only. Like you said last week, J.G. Whitworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
I want money.
877 cash now. That is exactly what that is. You're 877 cash now. You want it right now. And you can't have it right now. So what do? You throw a temper tantrum. And how do you do it? You have sex with everybody. You say the same thing to everybody. You just go serial. Just go stupid crazy. Because you having a tantrum. You can't get what you want because you're not qualified to get what you want. You got qualities, but no qualifications.
Say, hit that statement for me, bro.
Dog. You got qualities, no qualifications. You're not qualified for the job. You know why? Because you don't have the soft skills to do this. You can do the work. You can actually fix some things and do some things and perform, but you don't have the soft skills to connect with anybody. That's why you're single by choice. They're not choosing you. You say single by choice because you think something wrong with them. They not choosing you. You single by your own result of who you are. And I'm not letting you hide from me. I see right through you. I do not care. I see through you. You need some motivation to work on yourself. Talking about the dating pool is crazy. No, you the crazy one. You in the pool with them. You crazy. It's on you. Stop acting like it's everybody else. I'm single by choice. That's a lie. You single by the result of who you are. You don't know how to treat people. You don't know how to communicate.
Hey, Tay, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. Go ahead and answer that statement, please, right on the screen.
So is it okay,
to work with yourself? Right.
But still not wanting to date someone? Wait. So is it okay to work on yourself but still not wanting to date someone, or wanting to date someone?
But still not wanting to date. I'm assuming, yeah. I'm assuming it's to work on yourself and to stop the whole dating scheme.
When you get to a certain point, okay, when you go through the journey, this is a great question. Miss Smiley, shout out to you. This is a great question.
Yeah,
when you work on yourself and when you are at a peaceful state with yourself and you're happy, listen, people, happiness is not pleasure. I need us to understand this. Happiness is the complete satisfaction with yourself. You are satisfied with who you are. Again, I always say this as an analogy. When you are a painter and you're painting on a blank canvas and you have done the work where you have painted whatever you wanted to paint and you're satisfied with it, this is what painters do. They put their signature on it. They put their signature on it and say, I'm satisfied. When you're able to put the signature on yourself, then when you start wanting to date, then you will see the signature on other people. You will see that they're working on themselves too, or they know who they are, and etc. You don't have to second guess where they are. When they say it, they do it, and they show you what's up with them. And you can date. When you at that place where you can date where the results are not what you want, but that's okay, you can still move on, then great. That means you're in the state of where you can date. Because you're going to get disappointments in the dating culture, people. This is going to happen. That's why you have first date, second date, third date, munch. Dum 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 dum.
Hey, that took me back.
You feel me? This is why you go on second dates. This is why you date multiple people. Because there's a fear factor. So this is the reason why once you are at peace with yourself, you can date somebody, and if it just don't work out that way, you can still be at peace. What happened between you and that person, it ain't gonna take away your peace. You are sure of who you are. If somebody is able to take away your peace, you're not where you think you are. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Yeah. But trying to date somebody while you're trying to work on yourself, nah, man. Like you're gonna muddy the water.
This is the exact process that you should do. That's what I wanted to say on this. Is it okay to work on yourself but still not want to date someone? Yes, it is. That's what's required. That's what's recommended.
Come on.
It's for you to step back and think about you and don't involve anybody in that therapeutic process that you're doing for yourself. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is great. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring that out, man. Cal said, you know, people with dating, they go cereal, man. They straight Fruit Loops in search of Lucky Charms, dating out all Applejack. That is hilarious, dog.
That's hilarious, and that's facts.
That is facts, though. That is facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
He also said happiness is self-generated. First, look at the word happiness. In other words, I am in the center of it. Is my responsibility first. Facts.
It's my responsibility first.
The happiness in a relationship, man, is privy on you.
Yes.
It is. It's privy on you. If you come in, because you can't, I'm not incumbent to make you happy as a boyfriend.
I ain't making you happy at all.
We cannot do that. As a husband,
No.
we're not supposed to make you. You're supposed to be happy with yourself, and then with the choice you made in me. It starts with you first, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're dating to get happiness, then you need to stop and find happiness in yourself.
There
first.
you go.
Because ain't nobody gonna give you that whatsoever.
Come on, bro. Thank you.
That's facts. I agree with Cal on that.
Thank you. I agree with Cal too. Shout out to Cal.
Rob, we stepped on over that, man. We was stepping on grapes and cranberry juice, trying to make some juice on that one, man. I need to give it back to you.
What did B say? Happiness comes from internal work. It's not something that cannot be purchased, acquired, or achieved through other people or things. Exactly. You can't go and say, "Can I get a can of happiness, please? Mm-hmm. Can I get 4 scoops of happiness?" No, you gotta do the work.
Kroger, Walmart, Kmart, Warner.
You gotta do the work.
Spartan stores, Aldo.
Yeah.
Gas stations. No, I never seen it at the gas station. They don't sell it at Walmart.
Rollo, stop it, man. No, keep going.
No, they didn't sell Costco. Sam's Club. No, they don't sell happiness either. I'm trying to say, man. Like,
Jay, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't think happiness is sold. I'm sorry. It's not sold on the counter. I'm sorry.
I never seen it on a billboard.
I never seen it.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Rollo. I'm sorry, bro.
All right.
He said I check Big Lots too. he said I check Big Lots too. Big Lots too. Yeah. Shout out to Lita. Lita gave you love, Jay. Lita gave you love, bro. She like, this boy crazy.
All right, let's move on, brother. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. This how the show go. We take all different directions, man. We go, man. We take the service drive, we take the main road, we take the highway, we take the scenic route, we take the side streets. You know, that's where they went all the way in different directions. But that's how we do it. That's how we do sometimes, man. Hey, y'all know. Hey, just to let y'all know, these are my brothers for real. And a lot of times before this started, I'll be sitting just like this while they cook. It's just like this sometimes. That's what it is.
We're literally letting people into our pregame back in the day. Like, this is actually pregame stuff we do.
This is what it is.
No, we appreciate everybody in the comments, man. Y'all just saw my brothers cook. I'm like, honestly, this is how it be sometimes, man. We get into a topic, I'll say my spiel, then I'll just let them cook. It be like that. That's how it is. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brothers on that topic, man. That was a good one. Good discussion. Mm-hmm. And real quick, real quick, man. Y'all know what it is, man. If y'all been here all season, y'all know what we doing. Y'all know what we doing with the Q&A. Y'all know that now this season we want you to put your Q&A in the chat during the show, and just make sure you put Q&A before so we can start. And we're going to holler at y'all at the end of the show, man. So just make sure you do that throughout the show. It could be about this topic. It could be about this show, a past show, or you just want to just holler at us, man. But we want you to hop on in this fire. Y'all know what it is, man. So when we get to the end of the show, put your Q&A in there. We'll start. Then we're going to get at y'all. You know what it is. Also, be on the lookout for our new video series, The Mailroom Reacts. Just be on the lookout for that. Y'all know what it is. We are just... Make sure you check our all of our social media, and particularly make sure you check our YouTube channel for when we post our videos for our new video series, The Mailroom Reacts. Also, make sure you check out my brother Tay Biz in our second show, well, technically our third show, the Coffee and Conversation, every Saturday at 11:30, hosted by our brother Tay Biz, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we getting more content, y'all. We getting more stuff to give y'all. So make sure y'all tap in so y'all can know what's going on. You know what it is, man. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna dive into topic 2 real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be chilling on this one too. But I'm gonna go ahead and say the question. Are there qualifications to provide for the opposite sex? If so, what are they? Are there qualifications to provide for the opposite sex? If so, what are they?
I'm gonna let you take the top on that, man.
So yes, they are. Nobody gets with you because you got to have some qualifications. You got to have some type of standard about yourself. You got to have some things.
I had a couple women say that, man. I don't know. I had a couple women say that, man. That was just me. That's not true.
I don't.
Not really? Oh,
My friend, listen to me, okay? You got to have some qualifications, okay? Okay. Listen.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Facts. Hey, he about to do it.
I thought he was gonna do it.
Yo, man.
I'll wait.
Are there
I'll
qualifications to provide the opposite sex with? Yes. If you want to get, ain't no woman gonna marry you just because you cute, bro. Paul. Yeah, I want that to sizzle in your spirit, people. Okay, ain't no woman about to holler at you because you look all right. No, man. That's not enough to sustain a relationship moving forward. Hey Jay, you good? You need some water? He needs some high quality H2O.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me 2 and 2 like Love Connection. I'll be right back.
Chuck Woolery, bro. 2 and 2. No, listen, man. You got it. Yeah, it's in order. I always think about when you are entering into a new position at a job or a new company or whatever. They look at your resume and they say, okay, this person is qualified for this position. They say it after they interview you. After they interview you, they go into their mind and say, okay, this person fits this place. They're qualified. Boom, 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 boom. And that's what happens. This is not, you can't just show up and get all the privileges.
Mm-hmm.
No, you cannot.
That, dog. That's crazy.
You cannot just walk up and be like, what up, baby girl? I got money. And she's supposed to just follow you?
Mm.
If she gonna follow you, she's only following you to use you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you be like, but I really want a meaningful relationship. I'm trying to figure it out. I want a meaningful relationship. Whatever. You're full of, again, you full of it. I'm not gonna keep cussing all day, but you're full of it, okay? And you need to realize that Negro, Knee, by the way, Negro, you're not that fine. You're not that cute. You're not that handsome. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
So there are qualifications. The qualifications are the things that help another person, especially a woman, to see how consistent you are. Mm-hmm. How consistent you are. Your qualifications is based on the fact of how consistent you are. You're qualified because of the consistency of who you are. You know what it is, man? You know what people ask you a lot? Again, I said it previously this show. What people ask you a lot in interviews is like, they'll ask you a question like, whenever a customer gets irate, how did you handle that situation?
In a job interview, yeah.
They do that for a reason because they see that you got the mechanics down pat, but do you have the qualifications for the soft skills? Because we provide a service for a certain group of people and they need a certain level of soft skills so that way you can actually perform your job properly.
Right.
You don't have the soft skills. You think everybody understands you all the way across the board. No. This is the same thing as a player. If you're a player in the game, you can't talk to the side piece the same way you talk to the main chick.
Not at all. Yeah.
Boy, you hustling backwards. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell everybody the same thing. No, everybody's not the same. They're not the same, man. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to spit this to this one, and spit it to this one, and spit it to this one. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know how to do that, you're not qualified to play the game. Same thing when it comes to relationship. You ain't qualified to be committed because you keep you feel me? You keep leaving jobs. You done had, this is your 9th interview. You done had 8 jobs before you got to me. Mm-hmm. Damn. And then every job you had has only been less than a year. Oh, you got some commitment issues. You don't stick around long enough, do you? Mm. You don't stick around long. You hit it and quit it. You're not qualified. So you got to bring some qualifications to the opposite sex. Even if you want sex, you got to bring qualifications to the opposite sex. She at least got to think you handsome. You got to do something.
You can't just surface.
If I'm gonna go surface, you at least got to be a handsome dude for a woman to be like, ooh. But if you an ugly dude, you got to have money. You got to have something about you that qualifies you to get this box. Yes, you have to be qualified to get this box. Women ain't just getting a box all willy-nilly, dog.
He coming through the pews, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me.
You got to be qualified
that's
to
your
get
foot?
that. Especially when a woman is fine. I had a conversation before the show, and I told somebody about the fine women. I'm like, when a man know he done scooped up a fine chick. I'm talking about fine, gorgeous. He trying to knock it out the park in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
He trying to scoopity pap that boy because he know, hey, even if I'm terrible. In my performance, I got some arm candy though. At least she liked me enough to not embarrass me because I came quick. Pause.
Hey. Rob, I ain't going behind that, man. You?
Fuck that, nigga.
I ain't going behind that, dog.
Hey, man. We be thinking too highly of ourselves, bro. Yeah, we be thinking way too highly of ourselves. Real talk.
Lita said, "Oh my God."
We know that tripping. I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
we think too highly of ourselves. We think we that dude.
Like, no, I will say, and all Tay said, what I was able to take from it, from what he was cooking, the qualifications.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm sorry.
The experience.
My bad. My bad.
And like the experience. One thing that, and it didn't hit me until I had a relationship that, like, y'all ever been in a relationship and you saw that relationship just like deteriorate, like right before your eyes, like you just seen it crumble. It was slow, but you just seen it.
Been there.
You seen it deteriorate. So, I think, and to kind of go along with what Tay said, that experience. So, you know what I mean? So with me, I was able to look at that and see how it was deteriorating. Even though I was in a bad place because it was happening, when I was able to sit myself down, like we said today, I was able to look back on at each point when I saw it deteriorate. You know what I mean? So I was able to go and sit down and think about, okay, at this level, our communication stopped. At this level, we stopped dating. At this level, I was overreacting to everything. At this level, I felt that she wasn't doing this. So now, because I went through that, you know what I mean? That's a qualification that I could put into my next relationship. You know what I mean? So I think experience obviously trumps a lot of things. You know what I mean? As a qualification, because we said, if so, what are they? Experience is definitely one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But also being available within yourself, being open enough to be available to and for somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's another qualification. You know what I mean? Because that experience can cut you off. That experience can not allow you to make yourself available anymore. If you choose to put yourself back out there and date again.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? When you hear the word provide nowadays, obviously a lot of people think about money. You know what I mean?
Jay, you
I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry. That's funny as hell. I'm so sorry, bro. That is funny, dog.
Hey,
Cal
check this out,
is
man.
stupid, dog.
Big Cal is crazy. Check this out, man. Check this out.
Yeah, Shamika said you've been there, Rollo.
A man has to provide leadership, bro. For a woman to be like, you know what? I believe in him. I see him doing something. I believe in that. I believe in what he's doing. Straight up. That, I mean, dog, man. We be I'm gonna talk to the fellas today because we gotta do some work too, bro.
Facts.
You got to provide leadership, dog. You got to have a purpose. You got to have something that you're doing. You got to be contributing to something in society for a woman to follow you and support you. What is she supporting if you don't know what it is? Am I talking to myself today?
No.
Like, seriously, bro. Like, we be wanting women to follow us and be with us and do us, and we don't do ourselves we don't do ourselves justice by actually being intentional about ourselves and our purpose. We just skate through life as if we're supposed to be entitled to something just because we're men and not provide anything. The reason why I'm cooking on this one right here is because of the word provide. That's what men do. Men provide. Women provide from a reactionary standpoint. With the man. Standpoint too. Right. With the man. I'm talking about with their man. He provides this. I got you on this. The reason why she does that is because she has already conditioned herself to be the supporting factor for her man, for her husband. I'm going to support this man, and this man is leading me to a place that will be satisfiable to a longevity standpoint of a relationship, so that way I don't have to worry about these other people in the world. Look at this one. Would tricking be considered providing? You still got to provide even in tricking. You got to provide something to get what you want. That's if you're in that place. Even if you're in that place. If you're in a place where I just want to smash out everybody, I just want to bang, 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 bang. You still got to provide something. You don't get something for nothing. You don't
there is an investment there.
Yeah, you can't go to the bank and withdraw.
There's an investment. Yeah.
Exactly. You can't go to the bank and withdraw money that you never deposited in. You can't. Even if you just tricking off and trying to just get your little whistle wet, you still have to provide something. You got to provide No, brother. No,
come on, just gonna walk past that like you just ain't say that.
Hey, man,
we just ain't gonna trottle past that like you just ain't say that.
Even if you want to be a player,
let's replay this real quick. Let's replay this real quick.
You still gotta provide, bro. Go ahead, Jay.
You still gotta provide, dog. The investment is still there, dog. Like, let's go back to what he said. It's still an investment. You gotta invest your time, your money, your attention, your conversation, even on the jump off. You still gotta give some type of investment to it.
Room to meet the jump
to continue it in rotation. You gotta give some type of it.
Dog.
That's facts. I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I'm sorry.
Dog. That's real beans. Real beans, bro. You can't get nothing, dog. You cannot withdraw anything from a bank if you never deposited anything.
Yep.
They're gonna be like, you don't even have an account with us, sir. You don't get no money. Women ain't just gonna give you the sex because you arrived.
and men ain't gonna give you money because you showed up.
Because you arrived.
You're not gonna do that.
It's called a transaction.
Right. Yeah.
And every transaction has something called a transaction ID. I keep my receipts. Girl, last time we hooked up, I did this, doom. What you gonna do for me? And then the woman like, I got you, baby. Don't worry about it. They are transactioning. That's what they're doing. They're exchanging transaction. But if you want to do something meaningful, you got to have intangible qualities to provide a relationship and security for a woman. Women's security is deeper than just the money, even though they say it first, it's deeper than rap. The main thing they want to make sure is that you don't cheat on them. Because for some reason, all y'all women been cheated on. I don't even know why. I don't even know what's that about. but you've been cheated on. And you say it to every guy you date, and the dude is like, what the hell? Everybody cheated on you?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't there something wrong with them?
See, that's what I'm saying. This question right here. No, I love it. I love it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Because
I feel you, sir, bro.
You just segued into what I was thinking.
All right.
See, okay, you talked about the man that wanted to provide, that needs to be in a certain classification to provide for women. You know what I'm saying? But women need to be in a certain classification to be provided for.
Let's cook.
You know what I'm saying?
Cook, bro.
You cannot expect something that you're not.
Jesus.
You're not suited for. And where I always said this. I said this kind of. I try not to step on people's feet, but I can't help it. The truth is the truth. It's no respecter of persons. Read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot ask for something you're not qualified for. If you're not the investment opportunity, nobody will invest in you. That's just it. This is why the self-reflection and the work is needed.
Facts.
This is why that is needed.
Facts.
You need to look at yourself. If you're going through a reoccurring event that nobody wants to provide for you, there is some reason of you why they don't want to provide for you. And you need to figure that out. It is not that obvious in logistics that you're going through the same event every time and getting the same result, and you saying that it's the environment that's doing that. That is no way. That is not the common denominator. So, there's a lot of women that be like, hey, I want a man to provide for me. Are you providable? That's what you need to figure out. Do you bring to the table enough for I want to provide to you? If you don't, you should not be asking for that. But you're too egotistical, too prideful, too on the womanhood stream to figure out the fact that you're not capable of getting what you desire because of you. See, a lot of people need to do the work. We always talked about this in the first part. And that goes for men too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna say the men part for the next question. I'm sorry, I'm gonna slow out. But dog, some women always want to. I need a man to provide. I need a man to provide. Men need to provide. I need to provide. I need a man to provide. What do you give in order for this guy to be like, I want to provide for you?
Come on, sir.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to cook, why am I shopping for groceries? Just saying.
Jesus.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. We got the game twisted, man. We got the game twisted. You think you're somewhere else and you're not, man.
You're not there. You're not there.
And it's privy upon you to take the time to figure out where you're at for a reasonable standpoint.
Come on.
Don't look in the mirror and start negotiating with yourself. Ask somebody else. Ask that friend that's close to you that won't lie to you. Ask them. That's gonna hurt, but ask them. They'll tell you the truth. Ask that therapist that you were gate to talk to because you think you got it straight. Ask them. They'll root that out of you. They'll figure it out. That's what Tay was trying to relate to earlier. Like, we got issues. And we want to put that in relationships. We want to put that in situational shits. We want to put that in. We want to put this in everything that we're doing and victimize ourselves on the outcome when you invested in the scenario. That don't make any sense.
No sense at all, man.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Let's just stop bullshitting. I said that in the stop. In the top of the season.
The foundation of this season. Stop bullshitting. Yeah, man. Over here, let's just say a woman who screams a need to man to provide makes it obvious that she's been absent of provision. It sends red flag. Yeah,
B is spitting facts right here, though.
I love
That's
B,
all.
man. B is working
That's all you
today.
hear.
She working
that's all
out
you hear
today. I like
She
that.
working out tonight. Hey, B, you
It's
working
leg
out.
day for B right now. It's
You
leg
working-
day
it's
for B
leg
Hollette
day.
right now, and I love it.
Hey, B is on leg day right now, dog.
Don't forget leg day.
Don't forget.
She walking it
B
out.
is on leg
Thank you,
day
baby.
right now, bro. The rock can smell what you're cooking. Hey, bro. Go ahead, brother. My bad.
Go ahead, Rollo. I'm sorry, man.
But no, that's a really good question. That's all you hear nowadays. I need a man to provide. It's so emphasized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just today's society is overemphasizing providing. You know what I mean? Where are you in a place to? But at the same time, the woman that's always asking, are you in a place to be provided for? Like Jay said, that question is kind of starting to irritate me in today's society because it comes with so many. There's so many qualifications. There's so many things that come with it. You know what I mean? Can a man provide? Whether it's weighted so much on us now. You know what I mean?
Like excuses, what you talking about, right?
Yeah, it's
so
weighted.
many,
It's so weighted on that question. Is so weighted now. You know what I mean? Because that's what that's what a lot of women are saying. And then there's men saying, yes, you should do this. There's men saying, yes, you shouldn't do that. There's women saying, yes, you should do this. Yes, you shouldn't that. But it all comes down to you. Are you qualified to do those things? And if you're not, recognize it. If you're not recognizing, that sums it up. Shout out to the MALEROOM in the chat today. Shout out to my brothers. Y'all know what time it is, man. What time is it, fellas?
I know you told me, bro. What time is it, bro?
All right,
No,
time to pick the topic of the week. Let's go.
No.
I doubled up
Yeah,
on this
man.
one. Because this is going to be a doozy right here. This is about to be a doozy right here.
If y'all seen the thumbnail, y'all know what it is. This whole show is kind of culminated to this featured topic. We normally try to do this, have our two topics kind of foreshadow the feature, but today I think we definitely we definitely going into it today. So featured topic of the week, ladies and gentlemen, are women willing to build with men? Are women willing to build with men?
Can I interject for just 1 second? I did a poll.
You should always say it like that too.
No,
I did a
interject
poll.
for a second? Oh, I did a poll. Oh, do it that way. All right,
I do it that way all
hey,
the
next time I had that, I'm gonna be like, I did a poll.
He did a poll, and I'm gonna do it right behind you.
I did a poll. Are women willing to build? Are women willing to build with men? 88% said yes. 12% said no.
I'm sorry.
So-
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Hey man, listen.
You said it was cap, bro.
I'm reporting the poll. Rallo, go ahead and have at it, brother.
Yeah, you said it was cap. You shouldn't have said it. Now go ahead and say why. Shouldn't have said it.
Okay.
It's your spiel, baby.
Okay. Okay. I just and are we and we're talking about today. This is what I feel about today's society. You know what
Let's
I mean?
talk.
It's very rare. You know what I mean? I think there's a few gems out there where you can present this question to them and when they answer it, it'll be sincere. But this world is so oversaturated with what everybody else has, what everybody else is doing that women, men and women, can't help but be vitiated on what's going on out there. And a lot of times people, they want to reach a certain level of life and of living that, you know, like we talked about, everything got to be quick. Everything has to happen now. And especially at our age, it's going to be rare for us to find a woman that if we're in a place where we're just focused on, not necessarily focused on, but we're really adamant on getting ourselves together fully to the place we want to be. We're comfortable, probably comfortable, but we want to get to an even better place. And we let a woman know, you know, I'm good, but there's still these certain things I'm trying to get to. There's still a certain amount of money I want to make. There's still a certain job position I really want to get. I'm good, but I still got things I want to do that will prevent me from maybe doing the traditional man roles that everybody's putting out here, which is fine. I just think it's rare that a woman will say, "Oh, I'm cool. I'm rocking with you. We can build together." You have to show me. You can't. You have to show it. You would really have to be in. And today, I think a lot of men, they don't even want to put themselves in a position to find out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And men, if you're as strong-minded, especially the three men on this platform, if you're as strong-minded as we are, you know what I mean? We're gonna tell you what we feel. We're gonna tell you intentionally where we're at, what we're trying to do. It'll be very hard to really believe a woman is down for us if we tell them, look, you know, I'm down for us to work. I'm down for us to be together. I'm down for us to date and kick it, but just understand I'm in this position where I'm still trying to do for myself. But if you're willing to stay here with me and rock with me, let's make it happen. I just think it's rare today where even a man feeling comfortable enough to say that. So I don't think, to answer the question, the majority of women, I don't think.
In today's society, you mean?
In today's society, I don't think a majority of women are willing to do that.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. Tell you if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think.
Let me ask Rob a question. When women say that they want to build with a man, what are they talking about? And is it different from what you think?
I mean, I can't help but factor it towards the financial part of a relationship.
I get you.
That's where my head gears to. That's the foundation for a lot of things. That's going to help you live. One thing about me, I can provide the emotional, intellectual support, the real foundational values that I think is what makes a relationship really grow and build. You know what I mean? I can't help you if you come to me emotionally damaged, mentally damaged. I can't help you out of it, but I can be strong enough in myself to give you a little bit of a safety net if you fall off with that. You know what I mean? With the finances and everything, it's like if I tell you, look, there's a certain goal I'm trying to reach. I'm not there yet, but I'm comfortable enough to where I'm cool enough to have you ride with me so we can get there. If you really get there together, then we can do that. So I know it's financial for me whenever if they agree to it, they're gonna look at it. But it's also about how I explain it. And we talk a lot about being upfront and letting them know. So I'm gonna let you know what the situation is with me. Rather it's my mental, rather it's my financial, rather it's my emotional. Are you willing to ride with me till I get through? I'm cool. I'm stable. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna spaz out. But I'm not.
I agree with you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not as centered as I want to be, but I'm centered enough to where if you're willing to rock with me and not knock me off where I'm at, then we can do this. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you finished. I keep interjecting. I'm sorry. Can I answer my question?
I'm good.
Okay. So I agree with you that the fact that when most women talk about this in today's society, they're talking about monetary. They're talking about financial when they're talking about building with someone. Do you think, and is that the same what men talk about if we wanted to build with women? Is that monetary? Are we talking about monetary or are we talking about something else?
I think we're talking about. I think most of it is monetary, but a lot of it can be just the overall, just the overall tangible things in a relationship. Because I think it's a.
You said overall tangible or intangible things in a relationship. Which one do you use? Tangible or intangible? I ain't
tangible. Yeah,
tangible. Okay.
Yeah. So right. I think I think that men we have things we're blocked off to certain things as well. You know, we're protecting our heart, we're protecting our mindset. You know, if you were in a relationship where a woman, speaking on men, if you were in a relationship with a woman and you found yourself in the most worst mental space you felt you ever been in your life, and you meet someone new, it's important to let them know that I was in my last relationship, it put me in a really bad headspace. I haven't fully recovered from it. I'm getting there, so it's gonna take some time. Cause a lot of, and this is me personally also, and this is me probably the last couple years. A lot of women I've met have wanted to get into relationships basically before we even really got to know each other. And I had to let them know, and I didn't give them details, didn't go into detail, but based off where my head was at, I let them know this is not how I function. I don't rush into things. I don't, I'm in a place where I can't rush. I can't move this fast. Yes, I like you. Yes, we're vibing, but I can't look at you and just say I'm ready to do this right now. No. And a lot of them haven't responded well. A lot of them just, they hopped off, or they said they couldn't do it, or they weren't willing to do it, or some of them I felt they were showing the I can tell they were kind of feeling me more than I was feeling them, and so that's something else I had to be aware of, and just let them know kind of how I rock. So yeah, I just think it's overall, man. It's just, you got to know where you at. You got to be centered in yourself and understanding, and let that be known. So when I say, are you willing to build with me? I mean, monetary is definitely the main thing, and then just emotionally, mentally, are you? And then that goes along the lines of patience. That takes patience. So are you willing to be patient enough until I figure out? And it really should be us figuring out, are you willing for us to ride this wave, you know what I'm saying, until we smooth out and find out we still on the same surfboard, you know what I'm saying? Basically, yeah.
Tay, do me a favor.
Yes.
Do me a favor, man. Let's go back to that comment that BL that said that people are quick to speak on building. I just want to put that up there real quick. And I'm going to read it real fast.
You want to leave it right? You want me to leave it?
Yeah, leave it right there for a second, because I want to talk about it. Now, I want to go off of what Rob said, and
yes, sir.
He was talking about monetary is involved with it, but there are other aspects to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take that of what he said, and go from there. B. Hallett said people are quick to speak on building from a literal financial aspect. Building with your spouse is far beyond money. All right. When we're talking about building from a man's aspect, and I'm going to say my opinion as a man, and I hope y'all feel me, but this is my opinion, all right? When I'm thinking about building with a woman, I'm thinking about building a household, a foundation for children and household to evolve from generation to generation that could be passed on. As a man, I'm thinking about that. Now, the monetary value about that comes with the mission involved. If I'm going to if I'm going to devote myself to this idea with this woman to create a family, then whatever I need to do to provide for that family is the monetary part. Okay. I'm not providing monetary part if it's not about the foundation of building a family from a man perspective. I'm not doing that for no other reason. I'm not building an empire. I'm gonna use that word too, because a lot of people do. I'm gonna use that phrase. I'm not building an empire just to build an empire with somebody I like. Men are privy to building a foundation and a household for their children and their offspring to be flourish in this world and let their generation continue from that aspect. This is what the man is endowed with from the beginning. So this flies from a man perspective, okay? So if I'm willing to build with a woman, I need to know if that, see, this goes back to the last question. I need to know if that woman is able to be built with. This woman may not be capable of doing the vision that a normal natural man would be, is to provide and create a family and a household for that family. If you're not privy to that, if you're not qualified, like we talked about before, to do that, then there's no reason to build with you. See, some women and modern women are caught up with this Jay-Z and Beyonce bull and thinking that's reality. You know what I'm saying? That's not reality. Jay-Z and Beyonce was rich before they started their situation. They didn't have nothing to build. They just combined. Think about it. They had nothing to build. So if you're talking about building a relationship, building, we're talking about like coming from the statual normal discrepancy between our lives and yours, which should be just normal. You know what I'm saying? If you financially increased and stable and flourished in this world, fine. But yet the ruling still exists. If I'm building anything with a woman, no matter if she makes more than me, my objective is to build a foundation of a household for my offspring to flourish in, and their offspring to do the same. That's what a man is supposed to do, and provide and protect that attribute accordingly. That's what a man is supposed to do. All right. So for women to say they need to, but I need a man to provide for me. What they're talking about is to save them from their situation. That is not building. That's saving. And traditional men, conservative men, you know what I'm saying, comprehensive men. I think that's what you said before last.
Comprehensive, yes.
So
comprehensive men. It's a very important thing, yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. We're not building with somebody that's not able to fit in the Jenga puzzle. Matter of fact, you can't even play Jenga by yourself. You topple over your own pieces. You want me to come together with you and play the same game? See, that's what I'm saying. Let's be real about it. Now, I'm not going to leave men out. I'm not going to leave men out on this. Are women able to build with men? They are, if men are builders. See, if you don't have the capability, I'm talking from a passionate point.
Here we go.
Talking from a passionate point. If you don't have the capability to build with a woman, don't ask for that establishment. Don't ask for it. If you're building on yourself, if you're still trying to work together the screws in your own house, do not ask for a woman to build with. See, this is the thing that men got twisted. Do not ask for it. Because you need to be a builder. This is why women, because women are smart. We talk about modern women a lot, all right? We talk about the difference between modern day and traditional men. But all it could encompass, they're not stupid. Just like men aren't. All right? They're not. They're not slow. So a woman would look at you and see if you're buildable with. And she does not see that, she will not continue with you. So that's why it's privy upon men to be a builder. You have to have the destination for a woman to jump on your train. You have to be the driver if you want to have a woman to be the passenger. And that's what all the women are saying. Now, I understand that women have their own little issues and they do modern day things. I get that. But every woman from a modern day standpoint to a traditional standpoint would like a man to drive. Stop me if I'm lying. A woman would like a man to drive. And if you're not able to drive, then stay off the street. That's all I'm saying. You're not capable of doing that. It's incumbent of you to find out as a man, just like I had to do. That's why I'm talking passionate. Just like I had to do. I went through bull in my old relationships and all that. Why she ain't listen to me? First of all, I had to find out I was making bad decisions in women. Let's check that. Let's change this. And then we're going to go ahead and move on. But as I increased in my understanding of the man that I was, I'm able to provide, I need a woman to fit that place.
Yes, sir.
And I knew before even that thought came about, I knew that I had to be a certain man for women to see. See, that's the thing. The men don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to just become and flash and, you know, you work at the plant and whatever the case may be, and you think you got it. You look fine. You know what I'm saying? At least think you do, I guess. I don't know. You know, I ain't on the other side of the fence. So I guess you think you cute. You know what I'm saying? You think you do your thing. But that ain't the whole equation in you. And they start dating you. And they sleep with you. And they do this whole thing. And they like, you ain't got it. See, women ain't stupid. They know they're not going to follow something that ain't followable. They know that. They know that. Even down to the hood chick Trina from Finkel, she knows that. I'm not going to follow this guy. This ain't got no direction. So men have to be a builder. So you want to fuss and fight about how people don't want to be on our team, but don't want to self-reflect about where we're at.
So men need to be
where
doing
you
something
at with it.
Jay, I'm sorry, I didn't interject. So men need to be doing something? Is that what you're saying? Should men be doing something? Men have to do the work just like women have to do the work. This is a non-gender thing. We all want to be gender defenders in this scenario. Well, men do that now. I'm a guy that do the work. I'm a woman. I know I provide it. Are you? The same thing with the men. Are you? Really? Maybe you do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you think that throwing a lot of money at a chick is providing. That is not providing. That's showing off.
That's showing off.
That's showing off.
Maybe you think that you cook and clean and give me sex every other day is supporting. That's not supporting.
That's not supporting.
That's not supporting. If you talking about building, monetary, let's build a business together, and you ain't got nothing business-esque about you, that's not building. The building is immoral. The building is morality. The building is the foundation of intangibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to come together as a unison of a man and woman? And again, I'm going back to my statement, to create a foundation, to create an environment for offspring to flourish in so their offspring can flourish in. That's what men do. That's what we do. If you don't know that's your purpose, then stay out the pot. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Hey, y'all little dogs, get off the porch so the big dogs can eat. Little dogs, get off the porch so the big dogs can eat.
So it's an obligation on both ends. I'm not down in one sect and one gender. I'm not down in that. It's incumbent on you as the gender to know what role you are. Men supposed to be the builder. Women supposed to be susceptible to build with. We all got roles in this. And the problem is, we forgot what our roles are.
Come on,
We're switching them. Yeah. The women got their own independence now. So now you too manly to talk to men.
Ooh. You talk about the masculine
and the men are too emotional and feminine to talk to women. This is the problem.
Okay.
You talking about we want to build with each other. We got this conversation going on. But it's all in self-reflection. It's all y'all problem. Individually. So look inside and figure it out. Until then, shut up. My spill.
Hey, man. Check this out, bro. Hey, wait. Cooking, cleaning. Cardi B said, I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me tell you. I got this ring. That explained a lot. Don't ask me what the song came from. Look, man. Hey, man. I'm about to amen you, brother, because you just cooked. When men ask this question, they're talking about support. Because actual building is not a woman's job to do that. She will be willing to do that. I'm answering the question. She will be willing. But if, like Jay said, if you're not doing something, if you have no direction, why would she build with you?
That's right.
Why would she build with you every time she asks you a question? It's I don't know. I don't know. Google this shit, man. Figure it out. Because ain't nobody coming to rescue us. I need men to hear me today. Ain't nobody coming to rescue you. You got to figure this man shit out.
Yeah.
Whether you came from a single-parent household or a two-parent household or from orphanage, anything. You have to figure it out. And this is the reason why I love God. I love God because the Bible says today is Sunday, right? Today is Sunday. Let's go to church. The Bible says without God, I can do nothing. I can do nothing. And then Jesus Christ said, Yeshua said in the scripture as well, in Luke, I am nothing without God. That's two different statements. Mark said I can do nothing, but in Luke says I am nothing. You cannot do this without the strength of God. As a matter of fact, since we in church, before Adam even came into the world, everything was already provided for him. The real provider is God. It's not even us. The Bible said the Bible says God rested on the Sabbath day because He the one that did the work. You trying to do the work, and it's really God already did the work for you. You just don't want to yield to God. So then you want to complain about women. It's you. It's you. You don't want God to lead you, so you want to lead yourself into a pit of hell. You'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven. Because you're the man.
That started something.
Because you're the man. You don't do nothing without God. Nothing happens without God giving you the strength to do it. And you want a woman to follow you and build with you for what? You don't have a vision. You don't have a purpose. We might lose some subscribers today.
Nah, just might. Yeah.
You don't have a vision or a purpose. You want a woman to follow you and build with you. She wants to see God in you. Skip you. You don't mean nothing without God. And we want to preach this. Women don't want to build. Yeah, they don't want to build because they're supposed to build with God in you. But you don't want to yield to God. So you're the one messing up right now. And that's the reason why you get the results you get.
A lot of people want to talk that too. Like they just want to talk it and not live it.
This is why. You get the results you get because you don't want to surrender to the Almighty God. Yahweh Himself built you to follow Him. Not to follow your own way. He said, I use the profound things to confound the wise.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible says since we in church today. And you don't want to surrender because you're scared to be a man. You're scared to do what God called you to do. Because somebody gonna look at you differently. But when you get this woman, you want to do everything for her. She is not your God. I don't care if a woman is willing to build with me or not. It's up to me as a man to do it so she can build with me or support me with what I'm building already. I don't care what women do. Skip them. Get on your purpose, men. Get on your purpose. Stop worrying about what women doing. They doing what they doing. Skip what they're doing. Do what you're supposed to do. And then the results will follow you. Signs and the Bible says, since we in church today, signs and wonders shall follow them that believe. And when a woman believes in you, she will see signs and wonders. You want to give her tricks and treats like it's Halloween every day. You think your dick is good enough to keep a woman? You have lost your mind.
Some people think that, man.
Now you got to find your mind. Only in God you can do it. Do the work. Do the work.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the work. We want to hide behind all the things that satisfy the pleasure of our flesh. It's a carnal question. Are women willing to build with men? Willing? Not only are they willing, they will do it. If everything has a caveat, brother. If you provide what Jay said, being a builder, and provide the security of her support. She can't support nothing if you don't know what the hell you doing. How she gonna support you and build with you? She can't. She has no direction. Women want to be led. Y'all Negroes are scared to lead women. Y'all want to play them instead of leading them. I'm coming down the street today. We're gonna lose subscribers.
It is what it is.
We might lose. It's okay. We do the work.
It is what it is.
We do the work. That's what it is.
The reason, and I hope I'm in parallel with you, Tay. The reason why we're so passionate about this scenario is because, one, me and Tay, known each other for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I know Ron for over 12. You know what I'm saying? And we imbue each other or impose each other on the fact to be the best men that we can be. You know what I'm saying? Like we impose that on each other. So doesn't matter if you need my help and support. It doesn't matter if you need additional help and support like therapy and rehab or whatever the case you got going on. We are trying our best to do the work. And in our effort, we see the results of it. That's why we are charging everybody else to do likewise.
Do the work.
You know what I'm saying? Because we see the outputs of what we put into it. Like you talked about that bank. We deposited the money to invest in us, to invest in what we stand for. That means it came with a lot of changes. It came with a lot of differentiations. It came with a lot of getting rid of old bull that we thought. It come with all that. And then it progressed into being a better, wise man in this crazy world that we live in.
Come on.
So that's why me and Tay, and I'm sorry I'm putting you on the out there like that, but this is why that we charge everybody else with the same acronym. Like, we need y'all to do the same thing. You know shit ain't right. You know that. We don't have to tell you that.
No.
You know it ain't right. But what we're imposing on you is to find the reason why and work with that. Now, I'm going to give you a jewel real quick. And this was a side conversation between me and Tay, just to be transparent.
Yes, sir.
Some people need therapy.
Yes, sir.
Some people need therapy or an equivalent, the outside of your inner circle or what you thought your family and friends or your support system. Sometimes you need the outside of that. You need somebody that doesn't know you to reference you and examine you to figure out what your issues is. Because I said it many times before, you being on the playing field, you don't see what the fans see.
Come on, sir.
So you need somebody as a spectator to show you what that issue is. That's what the therapist does. So some people need therapy, but this is the one thing about therapy I want to let people know about. Right? And this is in the hopes of you getting better. The thing about therapy is what they do is first restrain you from what the problem is. Like AA and stuff like that. They restrain you from what the problem is. In like a halfway house or whatever the case may be, their procedure. Yeah. And then the second thing they do is make you focus on the issue at hand. So if it's mental, they make you sit by yourself and think about it. You know what I'm saying? They put an environment together to make you do that. That's what the therapy is. Or on top of that, like you talk having a therapist, they try to deep dive into what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? And then distract that to make you look at it bare bones for you to do something about it. But this is the caveat, though. Therapists, therapy, and rehabilitation do not fix the issue. Therapy, rehabilitation do not fix the issue. It's incumbent on you, the originator of the thoughts, and the one who made you to fix those issues.
You have to do it that way.
You can go through that whole process, but until you submit to yourself and the one who made you, that's the only way you will fix the issues that you have. And we're saying this because of what Rob said in the beginning of every episode, that we have to have camaraderie and conversation between men and women. It has to be done.
Submitting yourselves one to another under the reverence and ability and love of God, man. When you are in a place where you are doing the therapeutic work, and shout out to you, Jay, for saying this, it is still your responsibility, your respondability. Shout out to my pop. Respondability to do the work for yourself. You are not who you think you are. You have coached yourself. You have told yourself this figment of your imagination to be something that you know you're not. And then you want to blame somebody else for the consequence of your own action. You do not deserve the thing you're asking for if you do that.
If you do that. No, that's facts. That is facts, man.
Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. But the first thing is to ask and ye shall find. What are you asking for? You're asking for a woman to build with you, but are you building? No, you're playing, sir. I said this yesterday on Coffee, episode number 5, Dating After Divorce, on the Mailroom Network that we all own. You cannot have expectations of marriage in the dating culture. Just because you've been a husband and a wife before does not mean people gonna treat you the way you see yourself. This a cold game, my baby. They see you as who you came in as. You came in as a hurt, despicable, horrible feeling person. They're going to treat you as such. Your expectations are too high for the game you in. And you chose the game over what you already had because you wasn't happy. Now you want somebody to build with you. When you had somebody to build with in the first place, you said, no, I don't want that no more. They said, okay, cool, peace. You had the opportunity to build with somebody, and you didn't because you scared. You a coward. Now you have expectation. You cannot have it both ways. It doesn't matter how you slice the cake. It still tastes the same. Are women willing to build with men? Absolutely, yes. They're definitely willing. But are you building? What are you actually building? Jay, you hit this on the nose. The man is the builder. Period. Listen today. The man is the builder. She wants to follow your lead. It
has to be. It has to be because, if a woman get a guy that she can build over, she don't even want that guy.
She don't need you.
She don't
need you. Exactly, Jay.
So, I mean,
it
has to be the guy.
Yeah, it's a
it's
definitely
we gotta kill
Dope points. Dope points. Dope points. That's real. That's real. In the beginning, what I said was, obviously I was depicting an experience that I had based on the question, but for my brothers, I definitely understand. But the reason, and I hope that because I know all three men on this panel do this, we let a woman know where we're at and what we're doing. And the point that I made at the beginning was, and Tay made reference to, are you building something? This is what I'm building for myself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, does that put me in a position to lead? Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, I'm at a place where I can build for myself. Are you willing to come in and continue with me? Are women willing to continue on the path you're on? You know what I mean? So that's I think that's the avenue I was looking at. And to go along with what Tay said, but you have to be going somewhere. You have to be building something. You know what I mean? And make the decision. If what you're building does not allow anybody else to come in to help you, first of all, figure that out. And then know for yourself if, okay, this is where I need to be to continue to set my own foundation in order for me to be what I need to be. What Jay said, that really, in all actuality, that's what men do need to be. We need to be the provider. We need to be the builder. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The support we would love from women. You know what I mean? The support that's what it's about. That's the support we would love. That's the support that we appreciate. Those are the roles that Jay was referring to. But if you're not in that position, you know, you can't expect a woman to be willing to bear with you. You know what I'm saying? You can present it, like I present it. You know, I'm building towards. If I'm in a place where I'm building towards something, I will let you know. I will let you know this is my focus right now. But I'm willing to have somebody that's going to help me enhance that focus and maybe get there at a time and a place where at the end of the day, it's going to be so peaceful. It's going to be where we're supposed to be, and we're able to set up the next generation how it's supposed to be set up.
Fellas, can I ask you a question? I'm sorry.
What's up?
Can I ask you a question real quick? Have you ever cut the lawnmower?
Cut the lawnmower? Or
mow the lawn?
Cut
you ever
the
mowed the lawn?
grass? Oh, okay.
Have you ever cut grass?
Yeah, cut grass, yes. Okay.
Just you.
Yeah.
Y'all ever cut grass?
Cut the lawnmower.
Yeah. He said cut the lawnmower. I swear I heard that too.
I'm sorry. Well, okay, cut the grass.
Cut the grass.
Have you ever cut the grass?
Yes.
Use the lawnmower to cut the grass. Have you ever done it?
Facts. Yep.
All right. Have you ever been brought a drink of water to you?
While cutting the grass? Yeah. I have.
And who brought the water to you?
Sometimes friends, sometimes family.
And would the family be male or female?
Female.
She saw you doing something. She saw you working. She saw you was tired. She came to give you a drink of water. You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because she appreciate your hard work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what men are asking. Are women willing to appreciate my hard work?
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're asking for. That's what men are asking. Men who ask this question, that's what they're asking for. And it goes right back to the same thing about women. Trace your triggers to your trauma. You never felt appreciated before. That's why you are doing that. Trace your triggers to your trauma. Yes. Yeah. Your trigger is attached to something, and you have to trace it. Hansel and Gretel, go follow the breadcrumbs and go back and get that person and heal that person so you can heal right now. You're asking for women to appreciate your hard work. If you expecting a woman to freshly build nothing out of something with you, man, you are asking for a tall task, my friend.
Yeah, something
that they're not supposed to be doing in the first place. I'm sick of dudes trying to escape responsibility. Follow the drip, dog. I'm sick of dudes trying to escape responsibility for their own thing. You have to have something going on. This is just the way it is, man. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
When you cut the grass, Rollo J, and that woman who was probably your mother or your sister gave you some drink, it was because they saw your hard work. They're like, let me help him. She went out. She did not cut the grass with you. She didn't say, you know what? You too tired. Let me cut it for you. No. They give you something to replenish yourself so you can keep going, because that's what men do. We keep going. Y'all know my story. When I was homeless, I had to keep going. I had to cry alone by myself. I had to think in my own depression and try to find God in my lonely state so that way I could become a better man. I couldn't ask a woman to do that for me. That's my journey. And every man has his own journey, and you better figure it out fast. Because time waits for nobody. None of us.
And truth evens the playing field.
That's facts.
That's truth evens the playing field. If you arguing with somebody about how they're doing in your relationship and they arguing back or whatever, the truth comes in and be like, hey, you did that. And you know you did to one of the parties, and the other party be laughing like little kids in grade school. Like, how you got in trouble? And then they turn around and be like, hey, nah, but your ass did something too.
Hey. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, don't get it. Just because, he was throwing paper planes or whatever, doesn't mean you instigated. I seen the whole thing. So you made him do that whole little thing, and you think that we ain't gonna catch you too? See, this is the thing that the mailroom is trying to predict. That's the only thing that we're trying to do. We're trying to even the playing field with truth and fact. You know what I'm saying? Like this question that we had today about building, that goes on both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Women talk about, you ain't build with me. All right, okay, are you buildable? But then you got the men that be like, ain't no women to build with, but are you a builder? See,
exactly.
It goes on both sides.
It goes on both sides.
You know what I'm saying? Do not point the finger as if it's one and not a whole bunch of them pointing back to you. Everybody heard that before. Like, that's what it is. Like, don't start accusing people and all of a sudden you doing the same old thing from a different angle. You don't expect nobody to see that. Truth reveals all of that. And cause that's why there's no respecter of persons. So we just trying to keep it a beam, man. Like Tate said earlier today, that's why he went off. He's trying to keep it a beam. Yeah, we can't help but to say that's facts and true, man. That's just what it is.
That's what we do in the show, man. It gets deep. It gets deep like that on the Mailroom show, man. We're gonna go ahead and go to our Q&A question. We do have one star. Our boy Big Cal Games has asked us, should being single be a question based on logic, emotion, or both? I think we all kind of answered today. Emotion is a big part of it because you haven't dealt with what you've been through. And I made a point that your mental stability overall sets the tone for your emotional reaction. So Big Cal, man, I think being single is based off emotion. Logic should be the point, like Jay said earlier. Logic definitely should be your reasoning, because with logic you have a set way of moving and a set way of thinking to allow you to stay in a good place within yourself as to why you want to be single right now. So yeah, that's what I have to answer for.
I'm grammatical as hell. I'm sorry. Anybody that know me, you know what I'm saying. If y'all ever been in a text thread with me, I need people to pronounce and say what the hell they talking about. Other than that, I don't know what the hell's going on. Case in point, this question. This question, if I'm reading it, Q&A, should being single be a question? What's the question? Like I'm trying to should be, maybe somebody is seeing this more than I am. I don't know. But when I'm reading this, I said, should being single be a question based on logic? What is the question? Is the question of, am I, should I be single? Are you talking that? Are you, because this grammatically doesn't make sense. I don't know.
I think he's saying like,
help me out, bro. I don't know what that.
No, he's just saying like, he's saying, should being single be like, if you're thinking within yourself while you're single, should it be, am I single because I'm upset? Am I single because I really need, like, logically, I'm thinking that this is where I need to be? Or like, I'm just so messed up. Like, should it be a question of logic or emotion?
So what we're gonna do? I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. So what I'm gonna do is answer the question based on that premonition. You know what I'm saying? Because that make more sense to me than the text itself. You know what I'm saying? So being a single, why you're being a single, would you be in a question based on logic or emotion? You know what I'm saying? The initiative move, the initial reaction is always emotional, but it should end up to be logical. The result of it, the process of it, all of that, like, because we're humans, we're gonna emotionally react to things that's always going on with us. That's not, we can't say people can't be human. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk logic all the time. That's because I worked a lot on my own emotions, and I know when to filter logic from emotion. That's just the work that I took for several years to figure that out. But I don't want to say that to people to think that being emotional was a bad thing. It's not. You're human. Like, it is what it is. But you have to control that. In the emotional tangent that you have, be logical about it. Be logical about the event as a whole. So when you say should being single be a question based on logic, yes, it should be a question based on logic. Am I single because of me? Am I single because of them? You know what I'm saying? Am I victimizing myself? See, that's logical. Because you're going through those facets of information that you're trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? It should not be emotional. You're always going to emotionally react. But logically, you should to get to the resolution logically. And the process involved logically. Because emotionally, we go through processes. Emotionally, we go through processes with a bad result, with a negative result, because that's based on how we feel. You know what I'm saying? The guy said something bad about me. I should punch him in the face because I feel emotionally that I should knock your head off. That's what I should think. But that's not should be the logical thing of what you should do. You see what I'm saying? An example. So yeah, I think that's just my spin on that. Y'all can add on, but that's just my spin on that. If we're talking that way, should being single in your head be a logical or emotional question to yourself? It should be a logical question. That's just me though. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I agree with both of you. So.
Leave me on a tree. I was dangling from a branch. I didn't know.
There's berries.
Hopefully
that
made sense to God,
There are berries. Are there berries? Yes, there are berries.
So I get. Thanks for the clarifying that for me, Robert. Because I was looking at it, I didn't see where he was coming from. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Brother explained it. So yeah.
Go ahead and give your spiel, Tay, if you got one, bro.
I don't have a spiel. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm quiet. Yeah, right. I'm good. Y'all said it. Y'all brought it out, so I'm good.
Hey, man, my brothers was on fire today, man. Shout out to my bros. Thank you to everybody that stuck with us today. I know we went a little over our normal time, but this is how the show goes, man. Like,
That's how we do it.
We are three men who speak from experience, and our topics come from experience. Our topics come from how the world is today and how we've been able to kind of relate what we've been through to the world today. And it gets like that, man. It gets deep. The chat, y'all really kept us going today, man. We see all the comments. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
And like I said, this season has been amazing, man. We are coming to the end, man. What's the next episode, fellas? What's the next episode?
The finale, ain't it?
The next episode is our season 2 finale. It's so crazy to say that, man. It is so crazy to say that, but I just, me personally, I just want to say thank y'all so much, man. We have grown so much this season. Y'all don't really know. Our season finale, man, is gonna be dope. You know, if y'all been with us for season 1, the season finale, we just, you know, we're gonna have some fun. So we just appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all know, man, hit us up on all our platforms, man. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook, the Mailroom Network. What Jock say? So what I took from
Jock a fool, man. He said,
Jock,
what I took from this is always stay tricking. Shut up, Jock.
Stay out the game. Huh?
Y'all don't know. Hey, yo, I know.
Don't
Jock
be
personally.
intentional.
I know Jock personally. He know what's up, man. He's so stupid, though.
Shout out to Jock, man. Shout out to Jock. But y'all know what it is, man. Hit us up on all our platforms on Facebook, the Mailroom Network. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at the Mailroom Review. Yeah. And make sure you also email us. I know we only got one more show left for this show, but like I said, man, we got a couple other shows now. Our channel is going, so make sure y'all email us at the Mailroom313@yahoo.com if you have anything you want to hear the boys in the Mailroom talk about. Make sure you don't just leave topics for the Mailroom, man. You know what I'm saying? Holla at my boy Tay Busy for coffee and conversation, man. If you want to see my brother chop it up about something, we are expanding. Our channel is growing, and it's because of y'all. Thank you so much. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the Mailroom Network, man. If you haven't already,
see that list.
We love and appreciate y'all.
Sure.
Fellas, what you got for them?
I just want to say one thing. All the moderators that's in the chat right now, if you can, please hit the link that's pinned to the chat. I would like to have a discussion with you all about this week coming up. So if you can, please hit that link, and so that we can have a little conversation after. It's just about 10 minutes, you know, and we can have a conversation about a few things. Okay, so please, if you can, moderators, please hit that link. And participate with me real quick. All right. That's all I ask. Good show though, guys. I appreciate you, Jack. We appreciate you, man. I'm sorry. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Jack is stupid, man.
For me, man,
Jack is
we
so
go hard. We go hard because we passionate about the stuff that we say, man.
Yeah,
we are personally invested in the stuff that we've seen and done as far as men is concerned, and we did the experiences of women and still learning that, you know what I'm saying? So we just have a gist of what we're talking about, and the way we explain it to y'all is out of bluntness and truth, or whatever the case may be. And I hope we continue to have that open heart about it. I hope that you continue to watch us, because all we doing is purging that bull. That's all we doing. We just purging the bull that you think that you know, or think that you have a grip on. We're just pulling it out and replacing it though with the truth. That's all we're doing. So all you wanted to have to do is have an open heart, because all we're doing that is out of love. Tay said it many a night at the end of our shows. It's out of love, man. It
love,
really
man.
It's tough love.
I love
chastisement is good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And like I said, we are brothers, so sometimes we all really be coming on here to chop it up with each other, man, and just get advice from each other, and just let each other know what we're going through in a different type of atmosphere, man. So this is real, man. So like Jay said, we hope y'all stick around. We hope y'all appreciate it, because this is the end of season. This will be coming to the end of season 2, man. We love y'all. Thanks for rocking with us.
Hold on, real quick, Rollo. Sabrina is coming
at the tail
I think she's ready for the moderation. Okay, my bad.
She's already ready for the moderation.
Yeah, she's ready for the after show.
But yeah, man, we just love and appreciate y'all. We hope y'all keep rocking with us, man. We come to the end of season 2. Season finale next week. Holla at y'all.
Sure. Peace.
You ready for that? Ha!